They offered you $80 an hour to clean the cemetery alone, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Y'all taking the job?
Hey there, demons, it's me, ya boy.
Well, good evening, laddies, lassies, and lurkers. Welcome to the clicky. I hope you look dandy, fine, delicious, especially you, Tim. You look very nice today, Tim. I'm a little bit jealous, Tim. How did you achieve that, Tim? Are you cheating, Tim? Anyway, so today we are gonna look at something dandy, fine, delicious. You know, when you're sitting at family dinner and Aunt Helga is like, "Oh my god, this is why the gays aren't real and the moon is flat." So to change the subject from these very awkward political tangents, we're gonna look at non-political Twitter. I do hope that you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy this, remember to crybe the channel, because that will ensure a ticket to hell. Mwah. Last night, Corona led me down a YouTube rabbit hole, and I ended up watching a video of an Australian cheesemaker making parmesan. He starts his videos by saying, "Good day, card nuts!" and all the comments are Italians telling him to go frick himself. Is that the best YouTube community? It's still a little bit cheesy for my taste.
My boyfriend and I each had a cat when we moved in together. Normally, mine sits with me and he sits with him. But tonight we're sitting in each other's seats. And now we are sitting with each other's cats. Turns out our cats are attached to the spots they sit, not us at all.
Cats are sociopaths. It's such a toxic relationship, and we still love them. My cat is like the most destructible rascal ever, but we still love him. He has destroyed countless amounts of furniture. He's the most expensive family member simply because of all the stuff he destroys. It's nuts. If I were a 400-year-old immortal vampire, I would simply not enroll in a local high school. You mean that if you're 400 years old, that it might be a little bit creepy? Or even if you have 400 years to mature, that why the heck would you find like a 17-year-old remotely interesting to spend your time with? Like really? God, I feel like... Why is that such a thing? Talk about maturing slowly. 400 years old. I'm mentally 17. Fellas, when you send unsolicited pee-pee pics, you're driving the cost of pee-pee down. In a capitalistic market, you're providing too much pee-pee to consumers. They don't want it. We need dick scarcity to create pee-pee demand. Thread 1 out of 18. I mean, if they framed economical lectures like this, I think more people would attend. But it's kind of painfully true as well. People are so needy on Tinder and stuff, so it just fricks up the game for everyone else. Thank you, PP oversaturators. I forced a bot to watch over 1,000 hours of Batman movies, then asked it to write a Batman movie of its own. Here's the first page. Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's check this out. Batman. Int. Traditional Batcave. Batman stands next to his Batmobile and uses his Batcomputer. He's sometimes Bruce Wayne, sometimes Batman, all times orphan. Important specification. Batman, this is now a safe city. I have punched a penguin into prison. I mean, yeah? Alfred, Batman's loyal battler, carries a tray of goth ham. Okay, Alfred, eat a dinner. Mattress Wayne. Mattress Wayne? An explosion explodes. An explosion explodes. The Joker and Two-Face enter the cave. Joker is a clown but insane. Two-Face is a man but attorney. That's his superpower? I'm an attorney. Batman. No, it's Two-Face and One-Face. It's Two-Face. They hate me for being a bat. They're racist towards furries. Batman throws Alfred at Two-Face. Two-Face flips Alfred like a coin. Alfred lands heads up, which means Two-Face goes home. That was easy. Batman, cunt. It's just you and I, the Joker. Bat versus clown. Mortal enemies. Moral enemies. Moral enemy? I get, yeah, they are moral enemies too, I suppose. The Joker. I am such a freak. Society is bad. You drink water. I drink anarchy. Batman. I drink bats, just like a bat would. I don't think bats... Okay. A Batman looks around for his parents, but they are still dead. Holy shit. This makes him have anger. He fires a bat rocket. The Joker deflects it with his sick sense of humor, a clowny power. The Joker. I have never followed a rule. That's just my rule. Do you follow? I don't. Batman. Alfred. Give birth to Robin. Alfred begins the process since it is his job. The Joker now has a present in his hand. He juggles it over to Batman. The Joker. Happy Bat Day, Birthman. Batman opens the present since he's a good guy. It contains a coupon for new parents, but it's expired. This is a Joker joke. Haha, you thought that it was gonna be good, but it's actually bad. Teaser bit. I like how it takes the piss out of Batman being an orphan like 4 times on the first page.
My favorite college memory was accidentally skipping class on the first Monday of their session freshman year because I legitimately thought it was a national holiday meant no school, and I didn't realize I just went to a yeehaw high school.
Yeehaw high school!
Just pick it off the pizza. You won't taste it.
One of the many lies black olive lovers tell us. Happy July the 1st. Opening the doors for inclusivity tomorrow, and it's like in the trash, yes. Dear God. It's like that meme. Companies during Pride Month and companies after Pride Month when they just barf out the rainbow. Purge. Thank you. That felt very genuine. On the phone with IT for my new job, and I made a joke, and the guy was like, "What did you say?" And I was like, "Oh, I just made a joke." And he went, "Say it again, I like jokes." So I repeated myself, and after 10 seconds of dead silence, he just went, "Okay, so what do you need help with?" God, why? But then you establish dominance. If you learn how to really indulge in the awkward silence, you will never be invited again, but you will be the power of all of the social gatherings you go to. Enjoy. Girls, you never need to know the fear of needing to sneeze while you're peeing. Enjoy that life. Now everyone keeps tweeting me about sneezing while on a period. I never regretted a tweet so much.
I just carried 4 pints to someone's table and the geezer goes, "Where's the other 3? Like I'm an octopus or something, hiding them in my poop. Mate, just give me a sec, I'll get them out for you." Oh my god, I put him inside myself. My Uber driver forgot I was in the back seat and started driving home.
Duh, easy first date. Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to get a drive? Well, now we're at my place. Isn't that unfortunate? They're like, "I'm gonna call the cops." Like, oh, fair enough. Uno. If someone puts down a +4 card, you must draw 4 and your turn is skipped. You can't put down a +2 to make the next person draw 6. We know you tried it.
What about a 4+ on a 4+?
No. You don't know how to play this game, right? Yeah, the rules are made by the people around the table. The same thing goes with Munchkin. Have you ever played Munchkin? It's the same freaking thing. It's like, oh, you can steal an item. Does a goblin in your pocket count as an item? Who the frick knows? The rules, or whatever you convince the other people are playing the rules are. Isn't that just society in general? The rules are just what you manage to convince people they are. Ricky Gervais! Just so we're clear, Pickle is the name of my cat. Literally can't get enough of Ricky Gervais and his beautiful pickle. Sure it is. Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood going from being the faces of immensely popular fantasy franchises in the 2000s to careers entirely based around super weird genre movies which alienate most general audiences, a mad flex and are respected entirely. Yeah, that is so true. The only place I've seen them since then are these really weird movies. I'm kind of vibing with it, not gonna lie.
No fap day 1. No fap day 1. No fap day 1. No fap day 1. No fap day.
Numbers of days without an accident? Half. Lamau at my school talent show, and dude says, "Before I begin, I want to make sure this mic is working. If your name is Michael, please stand up." Then a couple dudes stand up, and he goes, "That concludes the mic check." Do they have a golden buzzer? I appreciate the pun. Oh, it's so punny. Ah. You received top marks. Get it? Because my name is Mark, and received top...
Being called a liar when you're literally telling the truth is the most frustrating thing ever.
Yeah, might as well lie. If I'm gonna get accused for the crime, I'm at least gonna enjoy doing it. So, Mr. Liar, here I come. I have 11 toes. You always make me feel so special. Ooh, woo. I'm so poor that I don't even know what they're in. It might be like a weird-looking limo. Maybe it's a really tiny living room. Imagine if that's the case. They just have a super tiny living room, and y'all think it's some super expensive thing, but... It's just a super cramped apartment. Nobody in movies ever has a regular date. No dinner, no movie. One of them is always like,
"I want to show you something. Can you skip taking care of your sick mom tonight?"
And then they're going on a freaking hot air balloon ride. Yeah, it's always so dramatic. Like the first date is just like, "Oh my god, we're gonna go here," and then it's zombie apocalypse, and then we're the last 2 people alive. How about we repopulate the world? That's an alternative story to Adam and Eve. It was just a prehistoric zombie apocalypse. That is way more interesting, to be honest. You could do anything on 2007 to 2012 Twitter. I showed people how to cook crack in the microwave and nothing happened. Now I can't even call a bish fat. It's so true. The internet was such a wild west back then. And you Zoomers don't get it. You really missed something. Beautiful time. Complete anarchy, but beautiful time. Demon looking around inside me. Dude, no offense, but it's like kind of a nightmare in here. Me. Yeah. Demon, how are all your thoughts in Comic Sans? Oh!
Every time I get caught up in traffic, I just imagine the other driver really needs to take a shite and my anger immediately dissipates.
I just became a honer at 19. God's plan. Keeping the price tags around the house to remember how hard you worked. And also the fact that there is no roof. Maybe you just moved into IKEA storehouse. How much would that cost to just buy one of those cute little furniture sections? Man, what a life hack.
Boston Market, what's something you can say to both your roastery chicken and your significant other? I prefer you without skin. What?
I hope the babies I was born with at the hospital doing good.
Her.
He's probably thinking about other girls.
Me. I wonder if my reading buddy ever ended up learning how to read. Probably not. Shout out to Tony for having his birthday at Legoland. Scott 7, Simpson 7, 5, 10, 10. Tony aged 36. That's like one of those bucket lists that you wrote for yourself when you were 6, but your parents never took you. And then you're like, frick it! I'm an adult with my own salary. I'm independent. I'm gonna do what I want. Power.
Why are there no night museums?
There are 3 movies explaining what happens at night to the museums.
Man, I need to admit something. Every time I'm drunk, I make Missouri slightly larger on this Wikipedia page. Whoever reported me for this and got me banned, you're a huge nerd, bish.
I never understood when people say I drive wild until I looked back and saw my baby like this. God! They will be hardened for the future. Oh, yes, indeed.
Get prego, you'll find out who your real friends are, I promise you that.
I just feel like there are steps you can probably take before this one. That's the only purpose. You just have kids to check your friends. That's like toxic to so many people, the kids included. Wow.
Just heard my mom shouting, "Does anyone know where the Roomba is?" And then 2 minutes later, more quietly, "Aw, poor Roomba, how'd you get stuck there, sweetie? You're my precious. My kids are overrated, spoiled, shy, but you help me take care of the house. I love you. Allow me to knit you a little sweater with like holes for your wheels."
Oh, you'll wanted a twist? Brazilian drug dealer kidnaps medical staff, makes them vaccinate community against yellow fever. This feels like a D&D character that's like chaotic neutral, to be honest. My 3-year-old asked how long he had to wait until he could stop listening to me. I told him he had to listen to me for the rest of his life. He looked me dead in the eyes and said,
"I'll listen to you for the rest of your life."
Toddlers are cold-blooded, man. I have been sending pics to my family, breaking my heart because I can't hold my newborn daughter, Violet, for 12 hours while she is being treated for jaundice. And my stepfather texts me this.
Ultraviolet. It's a superhero now.
It freaks me up that when I first heard of Michelin star restaurant, I was like, the tire company? And then I was like, no, that's dumb. It has to be a different Michelin. And then it's just a freaking tire company recommended places to eat. The multiple twists. Oh my god, why do things have the same names?
Just once I want the opportunity to dramatically swipe everything off a table to make room for a giant map that I'll use to explain the plan.
Oh my god, yes! When we're like planning a huge party or something like that, or an adventure, or a treasure hunt, and we have like beers and some leftover food, and I'm like, guys, I'll solve this! Here's the map! Me gets on the floor to do crunches.
My dog thinking I got on the floor to cuddle. A wolf, I want the nuzzles.
If you think logically, Pinocchio is an unlimited supply of wood. Yes, harvest a child's face for commercial capital gain. Oh my, he just keeps growing, getting... Stop! Pinocchio, sinner! My little sister has an obsession with cutting the faces off baby dolls as stuffed animals and putting them on other dolls. Help. Oh god! Your sister is a serial killer. They're just practicing to do it as smoothly as possible in the future. Enable your kids to fulfill their dreams. HBO Max help. We mistakenly sent out an empty test email to a portion of our HBO Max mailing list this evening. We apologize for the inconvenience. And as the jokes pile in, yes, it was the intern. No, really, and we're helping them through it. Dear intern, when I was 25, I made a PDF assigning each employee to the Muppet they reminded me of the most. I meant to send it to my work friend, but I accidentally sent it to the entire company. My supervisor, Baker, wanted to fire me, but the owners, Bert and Ernie, intervened. And then I was promoted. Judge, good news, I'm reducing your sentence. Me, that's
Two consenting adults should be able to duel each other to the death without any legal repercussions.
I wonder how many would actually do it, and I wonder how common it would be for drunk people at the pub to just... challenge me! Just because they're too drunk and they don't know better. I'm not sure if this would turn out that well. Gordon Ramsay finding out the chef is Bigfoot. Oh, frick me, it's the chef frickin' Bigfoot, for frick's sake! Now imagine this. A Japanese guy really into American culture learns English through Family Guy and constantly speaks like Peter Griffin. Is this just the reverse of us in the Western world enjoying anime, and we just speak like anime characters? Dear God. Reverse weeb? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Nani? Pros and cons to not being able to sleep. Pros, get to see the sunshine. Lots of time to just kind of chill. Cons.
Oh God, kill me, please kill me, sweet merciful God in heaven, please let me perish.
At Skittles, I firmly believe that your biggest crime of my lifetime was that you changed the lime to green apple.
Listen, Skittles, it might have been taking years, but my God, it's beautiful. All lime, Skittles.
It's sour, just like my taste for life. Slim Jim. Free him! Florida man arrested after 1 month of eating Slim Jims at gas station for free. Man claimed corporate send him as regional Jim Spectre. Do they have these titles internally when they just make everything into a pun? What a dream job.
How you lose 50 pounds in 6 months? Calorie deficient cardio high rep workout.
Crack! The bank says I can't afford a $950 mortgage, so I pay $1,400 a month in rent instead. Imagine you were a vampire, nowhere near the Middle East and didn't know who Jesus is. But the day after he dies, you gotta figure out why lowercase t's started hurting. Oh. You know, in Castlevania, they described vampires as an advanced predator species with different eyesight. The reason the cross worked wasn't religion. It was because you shoved a big geometric shape in their face and it screwed with their brain. I like that better than, dang, I guess crosses burn now, in most mythology. Came here to say this. It also implies anything similarly geometric would work. Pentagram, spiral, the chevron logo. Honestly, I guess, yeah, if your brain worked differently. I mean, try to rotate a cube in your head. A 3D cube is kind of tricky. And then you imagine a vampire's brainy being even more wacky. Getting someone pregnant makes you a father. Secretly bending the hose your kid is using so the water stops flowing, then suggesting that the hose must be broken, encouraging them to look inside as you release the pressure and set Old Faithful off in their face makes you a dad. Dad point. We should change Father's Day into Daddy's Day. Who is with me? Ventriloquist. I am a ventriloquist. Me? You any good? Me the best. Me the frick.
Total BS that when Sleeping Beauty spends all day in bed, she's a beautiful princess. But when I do the same, I'm clinically depressed. It's frickin' rigged. It was so much more romantic back when.
This mother fricker went to a job interview and told them his teardrop tattoo symbolizes sweat because he's a hard worker. Life hacks? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but does no one else think it's fishy when loads of unfunny forced Vin Diesel memes have popped up everywhere just before a new Fast and Furious film is about to come out? There are two kinds of people. The ones that pack 6 days before a trip, and the ones that wake up day and realize they need to do a load of laundry, and they marry each other. That is so true. I think every single relationship and every single person I've ever traveled with, I am the one that packs the same day. It's like, it's fine, we can probably wash clothes there. Let's bring a few dirty undies. You can use undies 4 days if you really want to. You have them on the regular way, then you flip them backwards, then inside out, and then reverse them again. 4 days. And then the opposite side like airs out in the meantime. Life hacks. Follow me for more good clothing tips. The concept of alcohol is actually crazy. I'm gonna drink something that doesn't taste good so I can feel good a bit later, only to feel worse later. I think the trick here is that it's like with energy in the universe. If you want to take energy, you need to remove energy from somewhere else. Happiness and feeling good is the same. You just kind of procrastinate the feeling bad part. But at least you can choose when you feel good, so that's nice. You can time it very well. I have to be social now, so let's get smashed so I can stand these people. Life hacks. My dentist's birthday is coming up, so I'm gonna surprise him by growing some fun new teeth. You can do that? Is there really anything worse than being forced to watch a video on someone else's phone and having to pretend to laugh for 2 minutes? Even worse thing is when there's like a full playlist. Not like, hey man, listen to my playlist, and you're sitting there for 40 minutes like, yeah, this is freaking mediocre. Wow. Simba. My uncle murdered my dad. Pumba. Sheesh, lol. Then you blame me for it. Yikes. Have you tried just not freaking worry about it, Lamel? Such a chill vibe. I love it. Little oinkers. Just thinking about my dad's best Facebook post again. My wise daughter. Supposed to be wise, it's not wise. Sorry, honey. Take pride in the family genes. Is maroon just navy red? Why does this make sense? McDonald's employee, please sir, get off the table. Me, I asked for 2 large fries, dumping a bag of fries out on the floor, but instead I got 100 freaking little ones. I know this is supposed to be a joke, but I can't even laugh. There's just how customers are. It's so true. Oh, can you imagine a large fry though? It's just like a log, but it's potato and fried. It's my fry! Boy, do we have any fantasies? Me? Okay, so the Library of Alexandria is under siege and I'm a librarian who's good at fighting and I save the books. That's a pretty erotic fantasy. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this beautiful, politically charged video. And stay amazing. I do have an awesome rest of your day. You smell nice. And I'll see you soon. Take care.